Today is the end of Robert Kirkman's Invincible, and I just wanted to say a few words about it because I believe it is the greatest comic book of all time. I won't go into too much detail because I'm sure the people at the Invincible podcast can do a much better job than I can. I will link them somewhere in this video. If you're not listening to them, definitely check them out. I came from comics mostly from DC. That was my universe. And to be fair, I was reading Invincible before the New 52 happened. But when the New 52 happened, the universe that I cared about vanished. Characters that I followed, that I considered myself a big fan of, either didn't exist or radically changed. Characters like Superboy, Kid Flash, The Flash, Wally West, either didn't exist or were completely different. So the one thing that I'm always going to remember about Invincible is that it never did that. There was never a point in time where they thought, oh, Invincible's getting too old, we're going to put him back into high school permanently. In fact, they make fun of that. Invincible is a commentary on all the gimmicks that the comic book industry does, whether that be deaths of characters, reboots, relaunches, costume changes. Invincible takes all that, hangs a lantern on it, and in some cases does it in a way where it doesn't feel like a gimmick or just straight up makes fun of it. In a comic book industry that is dominated by these things that always alienate fans, that are clearly not a writer's original vision, things that are influenced by corporations or editorial departments, Invincible had none of that, and it stands on its own. There's a lot of reasons you should try Invincible. It's a great story, but if you're sick of reboots, relaunches, characters feeling like they're completely different because another writer randomly took over, give Invincible a try. It's one writer's vision for 15 years, for 144 issues. That's something to be said in today's comic book industry. So thank you, Robert Kirkman. Thank you, Ryan Ottley. Thank you, Corey Walker. We got a beginning, middle, and end of a great story. And if you want to come back and do some more, I'll be the first person in line. I'm looking forward to the movie, even though I think an animated series might be a little better. Just saying. Thank you for the great years of Invincible. Wednesdays will never be the same for me, and I think that's a good thing.